Change. Steve Nicol still not fully fit, so it's the side which lost to Tottenham in their last game 10 days ago now, though 6 of this team were in midweek international action. The choice of one of the substitutes does create extra interest today. Ronnie Rosenthal is on loan at Liverpool from the Belgian club Standard Liège. He's a striker, 26 years old, and a regular representative in the Israel side. It is a League of Nations today with Alexei Cherednik again on the Southampton bench, though the signing from the Soviet Union club Dnepr hasn't yet taken the field in our first division. Cherednik was tipped to replace the suspended Francis Benali, that job instead given to 20-year-old Andy Cook, his first league game for 14 months. The captain, Jimmy Case, is available again after his suspension, Glenn Cockerell standing down, and one other change, Paul Rideout replaces Alan Shearer. Referee Terry Holbrook comes from Wolverhampton. Southampton kick off in a changed strip of all white today. What Liverpool achieve at home really holds the key to their championship chances, including today 6 of their 9 remaining matches at home. First foul on Letitia, caught by Ronnie Wheeling. Letitia, who missed the FA Cup tie here when Southampton were beaten 3-0 in the 5th round. Cook's header. And Barry Venison finding Grobbelaar. Mickey Adams played in the sweeper's role against Manchester United a week ago, and he's starting in the same job today, with Kevin Moore challenging Beardsley, who also got a bit of a clattering there from Cook. So it's Kevin Moore and Russell Osman really doing the marking, and Adams hoping to tidy up behind them. Osman tracking Rush at the moment, but Letitia with so much skill and talent, and look at this from Mathieu Letitia, taking on Liverpool single-handedly in front of the Kop as well, no inhibitions there. It's that drop of the shoulder and the sleight of foot, and Liverpool were just beginning to panic a little until Hansen dealt with it. Oh, and Beardsley has got away, and Ian Rush might take advantage of that. Good blocking by Osman. In praising Southampton's attacking skill, they have been so vulnerable defensively as well. And Whelan lets fly! And that was very close. Southampton have recalled Tim Flowers to their goal, and he was grateful that that passed a yard wide of his right-hand post from Ronnie Whelan. Well, the battle between Jimmy Case and Steve McMahon, Scousers both in midfield, should be worth special concentration. Case curving the pass. Oh, and it was Grobbelaar who made the tackle. Rideout shoots, it hits Rodney Wallace, whose speed had got him through the centre in the first place, and now Grobbelaar races to prevent the corner. And it's an encouraging start from Southampton. And Liverpool looking a little lax in defence. Cook taking on Houghton and beating him, linking up with Wallace. Terrific work this from 2 of the Southampton youngsters. Oh, and Paul Rideout had a chance. First of all, Rod Wallace is up, and Liverpool are grateful that it's only a corner. It came quickly to Rideout, but rather than try and swing a leg at the cross first time, he was looking to control the ball, which he couldn't do. Kevin Moore, who's splendid in the air, is poised to make a run at the corner, and it comes his way. Hussein got to it. Here's Case. Barry Horn's cross, and Grobbelaar claims it. and uses it quickly. And Cook, who'd been so inventive in the last Southampton attack, was pretty quick into the tackle then. Well, Flowers having to deal with it in the end. He thought perhaps that Jason Dodd would deal with that situation with a little more authority. But at 19, in his first season in the First Division, he's still learning. Horn. Well, Liverpool haven't got the ball to Barnes very often yet. Faced by two, and that's left Staunton with room, and Beardsley too. Came off Osman. Flowers with both fists. And Jason McMahon. Like two prize fighters. It's a free kick in McMahon's favour against Case. Houghton takes it. Barnes meets it, angles it perfectly. John Barnes in the 15th minute for Liverpool, after Southampton were beginning to make Liverpool worry, and that's the hallmark of a class side to hit back in this way. Just helped on right into the corner. So a straightforward goal really from the free kick, and Barnes, from the Southampton point of view, left badly unmarked. It's 1-0, and for John Barnes, it takes his tally to 21. He's one up on Ian Rush now. And Beardsley, Rush might have a chance to draw level. Well, Osman intercepted. Here's Letizia. Trying to... Wallace shoots after Letizia looked to lift the ball beyond Hussein. Well, the Professional Footballers Association, the Players' Union, to announce their awards of Player of the Year to tomorrow night, and Barnes is in the running. Kenny Dalglish, as always now, never able to sit still in the dugout on his feet and ready to spring to the touchline if he's got a point to make. Southampton looking to get their renowned scoring touch going here at Anfield, and Case, who earlier in his career was renowned as a scorer of spectacular goals from outside the penalty area, seems to have, shall we say, not concentrated on that quite so much as he's got older, and he spurned the shot then. Whelan. Beardsley going to the right, so too is Venison. Beardsley's check now, leaving the space for Venison to exploit. This looks promising for Liverpool. Oh, and was that intentional? Terry Holbrook saw it clearly and ruled that it was an accidental error by Jason Dodd, and he was very lucky. Not so much about the handball that Barnes wasn't so close to profit from his lack of control. John Barnes, for once, was rather backing off then. Southampton a goal down. But looking to change that with Case's free kick. Moore's header. And right out! They've done just that. Paul Rideout moved in and matched the Liverpool goal from Barnes with a header of his own. Case took the free kick. Moore got there, and Rideout too. So it's 1-1, and Southampton certainly deserve something from their performance so far. And they've got back at Liverpool at a time when the home side seemed to be moving, as they so often do at Anfield, towards victory. Well, Rideout had a chance earlier in the half. He couldn't take that one, but he made no mistake here. And he reminds the Liverpool backroom staff as to why they showed an interest in him those years ago when he was a promising young player at Swindon. Wallace, now Rideout. The shot's on. Oh, and it beat Grobbelaar's dive. Was always, in truth, veering away from that far post. Well, Southampton, who started the half strongly, trying to finish it in the same vein. And it's a shoot-on-sight policy from Rideout. Well, it would be something for Southampton if they could do a league double over Liverpool. They've only ever won here once in the First Division, back in 1981, a late goal from Steve Moran. And they've done well in the first half to go off at 1-1 after John Barnes from Ray Houghton's free kick had given Liverpool the lead, but Southampton had a free kick of their own up their sleeve, which ended with Paul Rideout beating Bruce Grobbelaar for the equaliser. At half-time at Anfield, it's Liverpool 1, Southampton 1. Liverpool attack the Kop end in the second half, hoping to get out of their systems, really. A rather lethargic performance over the first 45 minutes. As if they'd left some of their energies on their travels, the international players. And Beardsley, who'd been in challenging Tim Flowers, caught offside. Liverpool season, of course, not confined to the First Division Championship. There's an FA Cup semi-final coming up in 8 days' time against Crystal Palace. Case. Oh, and Grobbelaar and Benison in terrible trouble. It's Horn with no angle to shoot at goal. Letitia might get a shot in now. Grobbelaar's back on his line, and Rodney Wallace had run in offside, but my goodness, that says it all. It's over and forgotten as far as Grobbelaar is concerned, and they can forget about it because Southampton, once Horn got the ball after that outrageous collision between the two Liverpool players, he couldn't direct it at goal from so close to the goal line. And Adams hasn't counter-attacked much as the sweeper. Was breaking to the left of Letitia, to the right of Letitia then. And Letitia had known he set off but couldn't get away with the ball. It was a lovely playful moment as the teams ran out for the second half. Jimmy Case gave a shove to his old Liverpool teammate Phil Thompson, who's now on the Liverpool coaching staff down on the bench. Wallace, that's a great run. Can he match it with a shot? Well, Case might. Oh, it's a corker. He'll treasure that for the rest of his life. Well, I was talking about him being playful at the start of the second half, and he's meant real business once the half has got underway. The inroads from Wallace, who spurned the shot, and Case caught it absolutely right. 2-1 Southampton. Only 4 minutes of the second half played, and Liverpool are behind. News that will be greeted with delight, not to say delirium, in Birmingham. only his second of the season, but against the club that he played for, that he supported, that he refers to. Barnes, what can Liverpool do about it? And Wallace actually looked offside, but the flag stayed down. And Kenny Dalglish has asked Ronnie Rosenthal to warm up. Beardsley. Flowers grasps it gratefully. Southampton were creaking then. He got away from Kevin Moore, but not far enough away to deliver a telling shot. Hansen for Barnes. Adams gone across, and Barnes gets past him. Rush went to the near post. Now McMahon. And Whelan hits it. Oh, Rush tries to flick it. Beardsley tries to work it in. Houghton puts it wide. That was more like the Liverpool that the home supporters want to see, that the experts feel will win the championship. But they lack the killer touch in front of goal at the moment. That was Houghton at the end of it. Whelan. Here's Venison. Houghton. And Andy Cook battling for all he's worth. Swept wide by Rideout. Beautifully for Le Tissier. Liverpool might have a problem here. 3 up for Southampton. And Hansen gets it to the fourth Southampton player involved. Barry Horn. Le Tissier crosses. Wallace. Oh! Having touched it, he was entitled to expect it going in. But there wasn't quite enough contact as Le Tissier clipped it towards Rodney Wallace. And if that had gone in, it might have been all up for Liverpool in this game. Houghton. McMahon has raced through the middle. Venison. Whelan to his left, and maybe in a shooting position if he wants to. Barnes. Oh, and here comes Houghton. Great stop by Flowers. McMahon lines it up. Well, through sheer force of numbers, Liverpool are coming closer and closer. Barnes, the torturer this time, just making enough room to get his cross in. And Houghton hit it, and it was Flowers who got to it with more on hand. And look at the number of players between McMahon and the goal. Wallace. Houghton trying to run with him, and Wallace finding that running with the ball, you do lose some of your speed. Houghton was grateful for that. Barnes, they couldn't stop him, and it was Case who caught him. And he's going to get at least a talking to, but that's all. And it wasn't much of a passing word from Terry Holbrook. Well, the possibility here of a bender from Barnes. Oh, it was desperately close. And how Liverpool needed that to go in. And John Barnes so nearly answered the call. It was a wonderful free kick to make the ball spin and bend like that. A couple of yards out, it was way above crossbar height, and then it came down and thumped the top of the bar. Nicely down by Le Tissier, realising that Case could get the ball and try and control the Southampton attack. The busy Barry Horn, and it was the offside that was the problem then. Moore. Oh, my word, it's an awkward one. Well, it was, in the end, a happy outcome for Moore and Flowers. But there wasn't much margin for error. Right out. Tackling back fairly. Well, he got the ball, but maybe it was the angle of the challenge that the referee didn't like. Certainly got to the ball first. The cheer is because Ronnie Rosenthal has taken the tracksuit top off. Well, he's on loan from Standard Liège. He's got the chance to impress and possibly make the transfer permanent. They're talking about £500,000. And McMahon comes off. And it's a real Anfield welcome for the Israeli international. But Alexei Cherednik from the Soviet Union still waiting for the call from his manager, Chris Nicol. Rosenthal against Kevin Moore. Oh, it's a great turn, and he's won a corner. They appealed on the cop for possibly more than that, but the ball might have hit Moore's arm. Well, he's certainly given an extra dimension to Liverpool already. Flowers, oh, it's a header! That's gone across the line and in, and Flowers is foiled here. An own goal by Russell Osman. A desperate blow for Southampton, and Osman in particular, but the touch of luck that Liverpool needed. So it's 2-2. And the defence, which has been the weak point for Southampton all season, has been undermined again in circumstances that they'll curse. Gary Gillespie for Barry Venison, Glenn Cockrell for Jimmy Case. So both sides make a change. Gillespie has gone into the Venison role at right back, and Cockrell clearly charged to pep up the midfield for Southampton, as Case's contribution understandably began to flag. Hansen. One thing you always know about Liverpool is that they will go the full distance. Southampton trying to defend here as a unit. Rush. Cook. Gillespie. Hussein. Wants the return ball from Rush. And it was Dodd who defended well. Staunton, the ball bouncing up off his arm. Hussein. Now Rush. And Liverpool, who were 2-1 down, are 3-2 in front. 8 minutes left. Flowers was left floundering. Staunton put in a curling cross. Glenn Hussein knocked it down for Rush, who fairly thrashed it wide of the goalkeeper. And Hussein's aerial strength suiting Liverpool in attack here, and the goalkeeper was unsighted, and I don't think he even smelt it. Well, it's been a hard road for Liverpool, and Ian Rush has been on the periphery of the game for much of the time, but he's emerged when it mattered, and now he has matched Barnes on 21 for the season. And to add to an eventful day here at Anfield, the Soviet Union is about to have a representative in the English First Division. Alexei Cherednik, with 6 minutes left. On for Andy Cook. Rosenthal, almost on course for a spot of personal glory, but he made an impact, gave the right sort of injection when he came on when Liverpool were a goal adrift. Moore, Osman, Wallace, pushed in the back by Hansen. This might be the last chance for Southampton. Osman hits it. Oh, and Beardsley trying to be the main defender, and down goes Le Tissier. And he's had a word with the referee, feeling that there might have been something wrong then. It was quite a crowd around Matthew Le Tissier. And Peter Beardsley, in accepting responsibility here, almost got Liverpool into trouble. What was he trying to do? He gave the ball to Le Tissier, and Hussein might well have been ruled to have tripped him then. Cherednik, Cockerell. Oh, and Grobbelaar grateful that it went wide of the post. Southampton have come here with a lot of courage and character. Liverpool not allowed to be at their best, particularly in the first half, but responding like potential champions to being 2-1 down. And they've won it. They're back on top of the First Division. Russell Osman's own goal, very unlucky for him, was the turning point, because it brought Liverpool back to 2-2, and then with 7 minutes left, Ian Rush walloped in the winner. But Southampton, who'd led 2-1 when Jimmy Case crowned his Anfield return with a most spectacular strike, and Paul Rideout had equalised John Barnes' goal in the first half. Ronnie Rosenthal, is he going to be a new favourite here? John Barnes passes on his congratulations at Rosenthal's first contribution. And when all is said and done at Anfield, it's Liverpool 3, Southampton 2.